Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I appreciate it. You gentlemen were all here, and you heard the Secretary, and of course we never have enough time to ask the questions and get answers that will be helpful, but I intend to ask him this question in a follow-up and hope I can get some kind of a specific answer. He kept saying that it is a structurally flawed system, but he never truly identifies what that is, except saying he doesn't think best interest of the clients is always done. I'd like to, and I'd love each of you to respond, perhaps not today, but I'd like to get an answer from each of you, but I'm going to ask Mr. Mason and Mr. Harmon if you would answer. Can you tell from what the Secretary has said exactly what the structurally flawed part of the system is, and would this fix that? I think you've said no already, but does it work except for very bad actors that might violate any system that is put in place? Mr. Mason.
Yeah, I think just on your last point, a lot of the horror stories that we hear that are really just upsetting to hear and you know, are illegal under current law. So, I mean, so in terms of, is this a structural flaw with present law? Some of these horror stories, absolutely not. A lot of these things are illegal under current law. The only thing that I got out of it, and I don't speak obviously for the Secretary, but the thing that I got out of it today was the core principle that advisors should act in the best interest of their clients. And that's an issue in which there is, you know, in terms of the people who've spoken, both up there and back over here, there's been unanimity. The one disagreement that is essentially they've come up with this exemption from the privy transaction rules that you have to go through in order to provide help to small accounts. That I talked to dozens of financial institutions, and there's not one who can use it. So it's the issue that they're trying to correct, best interest, that's fine. The way they went about it doesn't work.
Mr. Harmon, before you answer, I'd like to say what I got from his comments is that they want equality of outcomes. They want guaranteed outcomes for everyone. It seems to me that that's it, that they want maximum benefit. Well, all of us want that, for heaven's sakes, but there are risks associated. So, Mr. Harmon, if you have any additional comments to what Mr. Mason said.
I think Mr. Mason's points are right on point. Currently, advisors are highly regulated as it is. So we've had this current structure for many years. I don't think it's broken. I think we need to have the ability to provide multiple solutions for clients based on what their individual needs are. So I don't think the current structure is broken at all. And in fact, the current structure allows us to serve clients in different ways based on different needs, especially the moderate and lower income clients. Their needs are oftentimes different than what we would consider to be high net worth clients, and the options and products that they need available also need to be preserved.
I also think there's a problem with, again, who will ultimately decide what is in the best interest of the client. And I truly believe that that's just going to result in a lot of lawsuits because you pretend this 8-ounce cup has 4 ounces of water in it. Is it half empty or half full? Who defines what the best interest is I think ultimately going to be decided in the courts and by expensive trials. So thank you all very much. I yield back.
Thanks, gentlelady, for yielding. Mr. Scott, you recognize 5 minutes.